got up at around 6 and I've just been writing 4 hours, so I haven't worked out, I haven't eaten, I haven't read anything, no video made, just been writing, and it's amazing. Just finished the first draft of the 5th episode of the 2nd season, and it's great, I think. Well, that's how I feel for the moment. Yeah, it's amazing to see the patterns emerge in the story. You know, in your head, or when it's out there, it's perfect. And then you have to translate it into the material world. And maybe it's not perfect, but maybe it's more unique, more interesting than you originally thought. Or some things are better and some things are worse. It's an adventure, finding the story. Finding the story, because it's perfect, but it's incomplete in your mind at first when you see it. And then when you start to translate it, it's, you know, it's alive then. It feels more alive. Yeah. Great stuff. So pretty hungry, need to work out. And there's a rush I feel when I finish episodes. Not always maybe, but this one feels good. Even though it's just a first draft, but you know, you gotta make your first drafts workable, usable, basically. They need to be usable if all else fails. Could you shoot it right now? That's what a first draft needs to be, you know. Because you can put down too much. You gotta put down the shit, but it's like you can, I don't know, I suppose I'm just getting better. Maybe. Dangerous trap to fall into. You know, you gotta really not see it as better or worse. You just do it every day and put the work in, and then, you know, that's it. That's all you can do. You know, trying to think you're good, or really what you have to do is remove yourself from the process as much as possible and just give yourself over to the work, so the work is being done. And it's like you're not even there, you know. That's the only way it's sustainable. If you start either thinking you are terrible and shit, this will freeze you. And if you think you are a genius, this will freeze you as well. Or, you know, then you start thinking everything's great, and you start to, you don't put the work in as much because you got to go back over it and over it, and, you know. But you can take little victories. Don't get carried away with yourself. It feels good. It feels good. And I'm happy. And it's great, you know. You dream of this moment where you've done so much groundwork that the universe feels real and it has a pace. And now it does have a pace. And you're, you know, pushing it on. Because at the start, you have nothing, you know. And there are many different difficulties at different times in the process. And at the start, when you have nothing, it's hard to write in a vacuum, no point of reference. When you're making science fiction, you have to create the world, the universe that the world is in. So there's no point of reference. You know, I've written other crime stuff, and that's great as well. I like doing that. But the point of reference is planet Earth, you know, and that makes it a lot easier because you're not writing in a vacuum. When you're writing science fiction, I mean, everything, it has to be considered. The physics, the, you know, orbital periods of all the planets, the people, their biology, everything, you know, it all has to be considered. And it you know, it can be hard to build drama in a universe that is not occupied by anything. So first, you know, you really have to spend the time building the universe, and that doesn't translate to pages of dialogue. So, you know, I spent a long time, years now, building this universe, and now it's singing along. At least that's how I feel now. But I think it is. Does any of this matter? Not really. But we're here on planet Earth, and the truth is, you gotta do something. I tried doing nothing for long enough. So, this is the something that I'm doing.